Servus and hello, my name is Louis and welcome to this business vlog where I tell you all about my business and how it's going. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. Or rather my girlfriend has helped me cut my hair. I have now shaven sides and in the back as well. It's really hard to see probably. Yes, I just want change and yeah. I think it looks great, and especially it makes my head look narrower, and I have a very big head. I just have to get used to the sides of my head being cold. A couple of cool things happened. First of all, there are a lot of orders on standby. They are almost ready. I just had some print fails and need to fix them and print again. But before we go on to that, finally I have some bigger stickers. And these are the square stickers with my logo on it. And sadly, they are not the ones where you can go like this and then peel it easy, but you have to go from the corner. Girlfriend was over on the weekend, so I did nothing and spent time with her, because I heard that's what you do. And yeah, now I've got to clean up my house, or my flat, but that's not part of the vlog. Second thing is that the bartending will increase a little, or like the prep work behind the scenes. Just had a talk about that. Just need to figure things out with regarding taxes and money. That is due to Friday for me. We are back on the right schedule for the vlog, hopefully. I guess. The Soraya Tech resin video is in editing. I started to get onto the project. I just need to film the aftermath. In the video I say that I will test how the prints behave in normal conditions, like being in a living room and just being exposed to the UV through a window. Surprisingly, it doesn't glow that well, but that will be discussed in the video. Oh, I've got a new contract or task. That's to replicate a thing made out of steel, recreate it in CAD and then print it out. There's a local artist, I guess. He's an artist, but I don't know the proper word. And he works with steel mostly, and got a contact through a comrade from the fire brigade and need to do that this week. Also do the pew thing where I got he fronted a little bit of money. That's what I want to do from now on, is kind of get the guesstimate that I give as a prepayment, so to say, and then pay the rest after. Today I will go to our storage space and then we will do some cocktail prep. Oh, I said it in the last vlog. The Helmgard PFA is now available, or not available, just has the good name now. And I got like a request to put my store on a website. I will have to look at the website, and it's kind of weird, I don't know. Hello. It is the 8th of August, so it is the next day from the bit you just saw. We've got some revelations that happened in the last 24 hours. First of all, my Saturn screen is broken. Resin leaked in there and I need to put in a new one. I'm going to analyze the problem further when I have time, which is not today. On today's agenda is, I've already checked my emails. I will write the Elegoo support about the screen and whether I can just put in the Saturn S screen, because the normal Saturn screen is not available in the EU currently. I've got the Helmgard PFA big sheets are on their way, or not on their way, but they are in the queue of production. They will arrive here in the 35th calendar week, that is the end of August and the beginning of September. That is nice. My contact over there changed. I've got to call and ask them why I can't work with my other contact anymore. Today I will be going to the storage again. Got to call our tax person today and talk with her about what my employment strategy will be, because taxes are complicated and I want to make it as easy as possible. Gonna finish up the 3 orders I have currently. Now, one is for 1 solar, 4 animated armors, and 5 flying swords. I don't know why they bought 5, but they have bought 5. With the Saturn being down and the Master Pro printing minis, it is down to the good old Mars to help me again. I have not received an order update on my Saturn 12K. It is supposed to arrive in August. We have the 8th, and I think I will just ask nicely where that is. Otherwise, I think it may just turn up and be here. Video about the V-Minion will come after Ceratec resin review. Annoying work with the screen. Hello. It is the next morning. I need to send off the solar and the flying swords and some animated armors today. In order to do that, I need to wash the solar, and all the other things are already done, and I need to print some more things. Because my Saturn screen is broken, I'm currently printing the bases on my original Mars that still works. Funnily enough, I have a replacement screen for that, just lying around, and I will sell it with the Mars, because why not? Removing the supports, as I've stated multiple times, I put the things into warm water so they peel off nicely. I think I can change the exposure on the Mars and drop it by a second, because I'm printing the fast smoky black resin, which is translucent, and I'm printing that with opaque settings, so it's a little overexposed and the supports are sticking very well. Just something to keep in mind for me. We'll talk more later. Hi, welcome to the last part of the vlog. A couple of things happened, and yesterday evening I was furious. My girlfriend is the best, and she helps me with editing from now on. And I try to set up collaborative editing in DaVinci Resolve, which means you have to get the cloud, which is €5 or $5 a month. The price is like for the collaborative editing I pay about $7 a month, which is nothing. The thing is, the file management is really annoying, because I currently don't have an S. I want to get an S. For that purpose, I have the original files that come from this camcorder on my drive, and sharing that over internet takes up a lot of space, because one 10-minute video file is about 15 or 20 gigabytes. So you generate proxies, which is like, you can imagine it as a smaller version of that video with a quarter of the resolution, but the program knows that this is a downscaled version and knows where the original files are. So if you go to render or export the video, it will take the good video files, apply the effects, and have a good looking video. Thing is, they have to be in the same location. I can't say it's in a drive and she says, well, the same file name but in different location. That doesn't work. It has to be in the same folder. And Google Drive gave me a headache, because I shared my thing, my YouTube folder from my Google Drive with her, but it wouldn't show up in the desktop app. So after a lot of me being very frustrated, I finally had the brain thought to have a cross-reference in her Google Drive to the folder that I shared with her, and that worked. I was pissed, to say the least. But it works. I just have to see whether it works with editing. Editing works, but with the export of videos. Yesterday we had a big thunderstorm in the Rhine-Main area. There were about, like a friend told me that they recorded or counted about 25,000 individual lightnings, and in the last year we had 11,000. It was a lot. Lightning essentially every 2 seconds, and I'm a firefighter, so we obviously were called. We had a person called and said she was seeing a fire, and usually it's Like we don't get a lot of Einsätze. It's pretty chill in our area. Sometimes we have like industry here. We are called because somebody from the cleaning crew sprays the fire detector with a pressure washer, and then it just sets off the alarm. But that's basic. But you know, it was a house in a normal living area. The pager said like, "Oh, house on fire!" Like shit. It was pouring down, and it was very far away. But we like kind of the adrenaline kept us going, and we went there, and it was like, yeah, it was like a lamp post that has orange lighting. Like, yeah, well, if you think there's a fire, why don't you go out and see? Because first of all, a fire smells very distinctively. Second of all, just go out. It's water. It won't hurt you. And no, you will not get struck by lightning if you are in a living area where there are houses. This morning I woke up and a friend called me. I was like, yeah, can you help me and start my car? I was like, what? His car had an old battery, or rather the car of his mother, which he uses. It's an old BMW. It has been the same battery for 12 years. The people that drive cars, you know, after a couple of years you can change out the battery. It's not a big investment, but it really sucks when you want to go to work. It started when he was at his house, and he was a 2-minute walk away from me. So I helped him push his car into the driveway. We got his car started and was like, no, you're not gonna drive to work. I'm gonna grab my tools and a battery that I have, which you can kind of trade in and get a credit. We're gonna go to the car parts store and get you a new battery and install it. Installing it was not as easy and fast forward as with my Mercedes, because you just lift the hood, unscrew the terminals and unscrew the thing that holds the battery in place, and you get it out. BMWs tend to have their batteries in the back. In the trunk. And it was a small adventure to find it and then to get it out. Yeah, but we managed. So that's it for today with my personal adventures. Business-wise, I have only one order for today, and I will have to remember to announce that I will not be here from Saturday to next Sunday, which is 8 days, because I will be going to the Epic Empires LARP event. I will link you a video down below, which is actually in English, from last year. The video is by Sonja's Adventures, and she's the biggest German LARP blogger that we have. She's by far the biggest, and like personally, we do different LARP, and but she has a pretty good summary and has actually really good footage of the event. So if you want to know what European LARP is like, especially 18 plus LARP, go take a look at that video. New business stuff, the cocktail prepping and kind of getting, in German we call it Einarbeiten, which is kind of training on the job. It has been going great. I and my colleague Richard, we are on training because I am supposed to replace him in a bit. He's done his bachelor's and now he wants to travel the world and then start working after that, which is pretty common in my kind of generation area. I do not like that personally. Or like I wouldn't want it for myself, because I tend to like to stay in my area because I prefer to work the time, and I get fulfillment. I like working good jobs. Like I worked a very shitty job for a while, which was just there to kind of gap a time, but I found a better job which not only pays better but kind of works and is a passion of mine, which is making cocktails, which is a part of making other people happy. That is my mission in life. Jesus, that's deep. Yeah, I work towards that. At least that's what I plan to do. This will be a short political expression, not only for white cis men, but for everybody. I make stuff for humans. It doesn't matter what you are or what you are identify with. I make products for you that are good. And I don't care who you are. In my ideal world, my employees are a diverse group of people. I know that the tabletop hobby, and especially 3D printing, is mostly white men, because they have good paying jobs and can pay the good tools. But I don't want to exclude other people that want to get into the hobby just because they look and sound different. I don't want to do that. Politics ended. Like I made it my task to optimize our processes in the cocktail business, and that is making things like Excel templates, which sounds really boring, but is really satisfying for me somehow. Like make them look pretty and be modular and have all these modular solutions that we want and need. It's very manual currently, and I want to get it slightly automatic or more automated. And one thing that I'm currently doing, because my cobblestone bases do fairly good and I want to expand on that, I think I will get like a 3D artist off of Fiverr. I had a 50-50 success rate, and one time it was a really easy chargeback, and the other time I got this great logo, which is my logo. Yeah, I just to have like a 50mm cobblestone base and maybe a 60, and then other kinds of bases, or I will get a Patreon thing, or maybe just do my own, because then I don't have to pay license fees every month. There's a one-time investment and do some terrain that I wanted to do for a while, but my friend has ghosted me that was doing some 3D work for me, which is unlucky, but hey, if they're okay with it, I'm open. Maybe it's my fault, maybe I've said something dumb. Videos are still in the works from the time I'm not here. As I've said, I have recorded the Tech review. I think I will just generate the proxies and let my girlfriend have a take at editing that. If you gotten this far, I want to urge you to leave a comment. It's not for the algorithm, it's just because I have a very small but good audience. Whether you want more talk, or I want to include more show, but is actually if you want a more visual representation of what I do and not only talk about it, because I tend to forget the camera. If you're fine with me talking about it, then I will just do a little bit more, but if you really want more, I will have to do more, and then I will try to do so. It will increase just naturally a bit, because as you get more used to and find good processes to make videos, things will get better, or you create more time to do better videos, which is what I try to do. I'm just really stressed at the moment, and yeah, I thought it would be less, but it's just changed. So that's it for this vlog. My name is Luis. This was the business vlog part 48. I will see you in the next video. I hope you print something and that you have no print failures. Tschüss und auf Wiedersehen.